On your go.
Michael Blake, I feel like I'm living in a dream. Being here with you in the great outdoors is the best start to our love story, and it's everything I've ever wished for. I don't know how I got so lucky to find a man as caring and loving and adventurous as you to do life with. You're my person and the person I'll choose for the rest of my life.
I really want to nail home the point that throughout my entire relationship with Mike, I've never once seen him intimidated. That was until the day I get a text a couple years ago and he says, "Hey man, can you talk?" And this spooked me out because Mike usually just calls me. He's not really much of a texter. So I say, "Yeah man, of course." And he calls me and he says, "I met a girl." I said, "Congrats man, that's awesome." He said, No. You don't get it man, she's really smart." I said, "Dude, you're Mr. Amazon, man." He says, No, she works at Amazon too. And the kicker is, she studies aerospace engineering. So I said, oh boy.
As we grow and continue to develop our daily highs and lows, I'll look back on this day as my absolute high. Here's to many more moments like this one. Yeah, no doubt I'm gonna cry. Here's to many more moments like this one, and more highs with you. I love you with all my heart from this day forward as your wife.
I really did know you were the one at that point. Your love for Stella, willingness to always be outdoors, passion to achieve and finish your master's while working at Amazon, and ability to always smile and go with the flow made it so easy to fall in love with you. You're the best friend I could ever ask for, always down for a good time, never want to stop moving, loving me extra hard when I'm down, loving Stella more than I could ever hope for, and being the role model I want my children to look up to. I always want you to feel the same way about me as I do for you. Cried a while. I promise to love you unconditionally and prioritize you for the rest of my life.
Instead of the usual "did she text me back" phase, he calls me again and says in the past 7 days they've hiked 14 times and they're already committed to one another. And it was at this point that I knew I had to meet Miss Amazon, Miss Aerospace Engineer.
So now I have some marriage advice to bestow upon you that I've learned throughout all my weeks of marriage. What I do know is that you both were perfectly meant for each other, and we all are so excited to watch you navigate through this life together. It's about waking up every day and choosing each other. It's about being each other's teammate, biggest fan, and a safe place to call home, and about growing together and finding new reasons to fall in love over and over again. It's a shared adventure, which we all know you're both always down for, so just keep saying yes to each other. You may not know what every twist and turn will bring, but you do know you've got the right person in the passenger seat. But in the end, marriage isn't about having it all figured out. It's about having someone to figure it out with, and you two have clearly found that in each other, and I love you both.
On my go?
On your go. Mazel tov. Okay, not yet. One last line. It's a very important one though. By the power vested in me and the state of Wyoming, it is my absolute joy to pronounce you husband and wife. Mike, you may kiss the bride.
You did it.